everyone, welcome back to another video. We are continuing where we left off from the last episode, where basically we have yet to decide which one of the three grand companies that we want to join. So we've given it a lot of thought. We finished visiting all of the remembrance services, and we heard each of the three leaders of the city-states speak. And after some thinking, we eventually decided that we would go to the city who I feel like we needed to keep an eye on, just for the sake of it. Gridania, for the most part, is not as bad as the other nations, like Udal and Limsa Laminsa. Udal is just a mess right now. I really don't think that we want to get caught up with all of that. So yeah, in the end, we decided to go for the MAELSTROM from Limsa Laminsa. I mean, we did start off there. I felt that it was a really good place to kind of get settled in. So without further ado, let's continue on and see where we go from here. Join the MAELSTROM? Yes. That's the spirit, lass. With allies like you, how much stronger is our crew? Let us brave the seas together, friend. Now the choice is made. It's time to add your name to our rolls. Make your way to MAELSTROM Command back in Limsa. The company you keep, MAELSTROM. The MAELSTROM recruitment officer seems eager to welcome you to Limsa Laminsa's grand company. It is on the upper decks, in case you have forgotten. I'll send word to our personnel officer to expect you. The duties of a MAELSTROM soldier can be both arduous and challenging, but I promise you, you will not regret this choice. May your passage be swift and your bearings true. Report to MAELSTROM Command to be officially sworn into our ranks. And do not tarry, there is much work to be done, and work to which your skills are well suited. What's this? You mean to take up with the MAELSTROM? But did the awe-inspiring figure of General Reborn not stir you? He can seem a trifle intimidating, but I'm sure you'd warm up to him given time. Pray keep in mind that you are at liberty to transfer between grand companies. Should you ever experience a change of heart, the Order of the Twin Adder would be proud to have you. Well, at least he's taking the news a lot better than I was kind of expecting. I mean, that's Flame Soldier really not taking it well. Yeah, I mean, one would kind of expect them to join either all three of them or none of them at all, given their position right now in the Scions. At least that's just the way I see it. Anyway, let's go and head off and speak to the MAELSTROM members. We'll get sworn in, and we'll just take it from there. Hail, adventurer. What business have you at MAELSTROM Command? My name is Claire Fay. I believe you were expecting me? Yeah, given how much trouble you went to try to recruit me, I expected a better welcome. Claire Fay? I, our recruitment officer, sent word of your coming. It shall be my honor to induct you into the ranks of the MAELSTROM. Now, before I can accept your oath, you must be made aware of several... Sir! What is it, privates? And this had better be important. Sir, we received a report from a lookout in Lower Lenosia, sir. Imperial forces have fired upon a skyway airship. The vessel's in a bad way, sir, and appears to be banking for an emergency landing in Cedarwood. Cedarwood? Damn it, we've no troops available in that area. The bulk of our infantry is bogged down on the coast, skirmishing with the fishbacks. Faye, this is highly irregular, but I fear your first duty in service to the MAELSTROM must needs be unofficial. If our man in Lower Lenosia is correct, the airship will come down in territory crawling with Imperial scouts. If there are any survivors, we must reach them before the Garleans do. Make haste to Cedarwood, locate the airship, and if any of its occupants are alive, make sure they come to no further harm. We'll see about swearing you in upon your return. So, in Lower Lenosha, that's quite a walk. Oh no, I really do hate going to Lower Lenosha. But on the upside, once we're officially sworn in, we now have a chance to save up for our mount, Chocobo mount at least. So that is kind of another issue that we have here. So until you unlock your first technical mount, which is the Chocobo mount, you can't ride any mounts at all. I mean, aside from like the Chocobo Keeper, you really do have to work hard just to unlock the mounts, and oh boy, I cannot wait. It's gonna be so nice not have to run everywhere on foot anymore. Of course, you'll have to save up some special seals, I think. I think it's a kind of this currency that you use here in Eorzea, like from each of the grand companies. And once you have enough company seals, then you can buy all sorts of wonderful things, including kind of like a license. I didn't know that you would actually need a license to be able to ride a chocobo. I mean, I guess it's like a driver's license or something. Either way, I cannot wait to get my own chocobo. So they're right up ahead. Yeah, sorry about that. I kind of had to pause there. Something happened. But hey, we're back here and it's bright daylight, which I'm thankful for. Alright, so we are going to be going straight into a duty commence. Let's see what happens. Adventurer? What are you doing out here? No, wait, let's find cover first. Maelstrom Command sent you? How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. Yeah, but we don't have an Imperial uniform either. Bielisa, we are the Maelstrom. You're a Garland Ironworks engineer, yes? One of our lookouts reported the attack on your craft. We're here to rescue you. You must be Faye. Good work on reaching our friend here before the Imperials. I never seen a craft of this design. Must be Garland's work. Is there no end to that man's treachery? The secrets of Magitech belong in Imperial hands. They're not to be squandered on Eorzean savages. We're taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must. And bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. Scouting party from Castrum Obsidians, I'd say. Seems they want your ship, engineer. Wedge, you have to help him. That fool of a Lalafell was hiding inside the tiny Bronco. A tiny Bronco? Isn't that the new ship design people have been whispering about? It's the first airship we built since the Calamity. The first since Master Garland's... well, since he went missing. After years of work, she was finally ready for her first test flight, and she was soaring. She really was. Till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. All right, pay attention. We're going to hit these Imperials hard and fast. If they want a souvenir from Eorzea, they can have a knife to the gut. But they're not getting that ship. Oh, and don't forget to save the Lalafell. What say you, Faye? Ready to give those curs a hiding? Like a tidal wave, lads! Charge! An ambush! To arms! I found it kind of funny that saving the engineer was kind of the afterthought. Got the bastards! Keep them away from the airship! You could tell that that guy was once a pirate. Oh boy, they're just loving this. Savages, you cannot stand against the might of the Empire. This has gone on long enough. Exterminate these barbarians. Teach them the futility of resistance. Mates, you may have a great big machine fighting for you, but this is our home turf. Really, what were you thinking? It just gets me angry for some reason that the Imperials refer to us as savages when they're really the ones who are going around slaughtering innocent people. It's like they are just so full of themselves that they don't even realize that what they're doing is even more savage than anything that we savages or uncultured folk could possibly dream up. I kind of like that idea. He's able to swing around an axe, but still use it as like a healing staff. That's really cool. Duty complete! Yay! Biggs! Wedge, you shouldn't have stayed with the ship. That was a close one. Too damn close. So how's she look anyway? The auxiliary propeller is a dead loss, but I think we can wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. A few minor modifications and we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. We'll stand watch until the ship is ready to take off. The Imperials will come looking for their scouts eventually, but I doubt they'll get here for a good while yet. Faye, you're free to return to Maelstrom Command and complete your introduction. Ordinarily, I ask you to stay, but I think we'd all feel better knowing an adventurer of your ability was safely sworn in and ready for the next mission. Rest assured, I'll inform Command of the part you played today. I, just wanted to say sorry. You know, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Seriously, though, if it hadn't been for you and the Maelstrom lads here, we'd be chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm in your debt, friend. We both are. Wedge? Thank you. We're very grateful. Huh, looks like they were able to take off. Alright, so let's head back upstairs. Welcome back, Faye. I just heard the reports. You needn't be concerned about the engineers. They completed their return trip without further Imperial interference. I must admit, I had my doubts at first, but it seems the stories about you are true. I look forward to seeing what else you're capable of. After you're properly inducted into the Maelstrom, of course. Now, speaking of your induction, what's that supposed to mean? We'll go for the ring. Till sea swallows all. The personnel officer stands ready to complete your induction into the ranks. Let's start it fresh, shall we? You are welcome here, Claire Faye. That such a well-respected adventurer would choose to join our ranks is most heartening. Before you swear your allegiance to us, however, it is only right that I tell you exactly what it is you will be joining. A grand company is more than simply a collection of soldiers. It is an all-encompassing organization which draws upon the resources of an entire city-state to form a united military force capable of standing against a nation's deadliest enemies. We of the Maelstrom are charged with meeting the threats posed by the Primals and the Garlean Empire, and solving the many problems caused by the calamity. Every man and woman who serves under our colors has a role to play in keeping that great warship, that is Limsa Lominsa, afloat, and on whatever heading Chief Admiral Merweb Blofuswin sees fit to set. As part of this grand vessel's crew, you will be expected to take your turn at the oars, for the winds do not look favorable, lass, and strength of arm may be all that sees us safe to port. If I lost you with all the talk of ship and oar, let me put it another way. A Maelstrom soldier labors till her last breath, fights till her last drop of blood, We give our all in service to this nation, and no less is expected of you. Faye, it is customary for new recruits to swear an oath of their own choosing upon entering the Maelstrom's ranks. Is there aught you'd like to say? Oh, there's plenty I'd like to say. You have my sword till sea swallows all. What skills I have are yours till sea swallows all. I will follow the Admiral to the very bottom of the abyss. You have my sword till sea swallows all, I guess. And I have no doubt we'll need it. Keep your weapons close to hand, lass. There, Faye, I hereby assign you the rank of Storm Private 3rd Class. You are now officially a soldier of the Maelstrom. Welcome aboard, privates. May you serve Lim's element so well, till sea swallows all. Can you hear me, Claire? This is Minfilia. An officer of the Maelstrom contacted me with news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private Faye. I have no doubt you are eager to make the acquaintance of your new comrades, but I would ask that you pay a visit to your old ones first. Remember, though you are now a woman of the storm, you are no less a scion. Pray return to the Wakened Sands at your earliest convenience. There are some friends here whom I would very much like you to meet. We shall be waiting. Okay, Storm Private 3rd Class. Ooh, delivery missions unlocked. Alright, so let's see here if there's anything that can catch our eye. There it is, the Storm Chocobo Issuance. So we'll need 200 of those to unlock that. It definitely transfer some of those here. Why not? Oh, cool. Nice. And copper ore. Yeah, why not? Anything else? Why not? Now let's get our issuance, sorry. We'll get our issuance, and there we go! So we definitely need that for later on so that we can get ourselves a brand new chocobo, but I think we could save that for later. Why don't we just return... Let me see if I have this right. You're an adventurer who's a scion and a storm? Golly, how do you keep track of everything? It must be fun pairing up with lots of different people, though. Me? I'm always with Papa Limo. Come to think of it, why am I always with Papa Limo? Following the calamity, each nation's armed forces underwent large-scale restructuring centered upon its Grand Company. In Gridania, the Order of the Twin Adder absorbed both the Wood Whalers and the God's Quiver, while the Lomensons enacted the complete merger of the Maelstrom and the Knights of the Barracuda. Udal's the odd nation out, having made no such notable changes to its armed forces. As before, and in the spirit of the Sultanate, each entity retains a certain degree of independence. The incident with the traitor still weighs heavily upon everyone's minds, the Flame General's most of all. And although he cannot be expected to know what evils lurk in the hearts of every man under his command, the revelation is nevertheless a devastating blow to his authority. Even so, it warrants saying that you should not let this tragedy cover your opinion of the man. In all my years working with the Flame General, I've never had reason to doubt his capability to lead. Hey, ain't you that lass that rowed that boat into Limsa with me? It is you, ain't it? Ha! Glad to see you found a good home. What am I doing here? Well, I heard tell one of me brothers came through not long ago. Looks like I just missed them, though. I ain't seen either of them since the calamity. Didn't even know if they were still alive. After running into folk who swore they knew me time and time again, I reckon they had to be out there somewhere. I've been a traveling peddler in the hopes they'd find me brothers ever since. If you see a fellow that looks like me, let him know that Benrent's looking for him, would you? Have we met somewhere before? You must have quite the accomplished adventurer to be welcome into these halls. Me, no one's ever expected much of me, and so far, I've done a fine job of living down to their expectations. I've been chatting with Perseverance, and we both swear there was another member of our crew. We still ain't figured out a way to prove who he was, but just you wait and see. It won't be long before everyone sees us for the heroes we is. I hear you pledge yourself to a grand company. Me? I don't think I could do it. I never feel like one of them, no matter what the recruiters say. I'm not sure I grasp the purpose of these remembrance ceremonies. Whether you remember or rewrite the past, what does it matter? It isn't as though you can repeat it. Our present-day enemies ought to serve as sufficient motivation, don't you think? The only lesson I believe we should take from the calamity is that far greater threats can and will appear. We will continue to focus our efforts on investigating the primals. The Homage are not the only tribe that has succeeded in summoning its deity. Fate shall be thy guide. When thy purposes become one, once again shall our paths lead us here. Our city of learning is now naught but shadows. Ere the light of dawn breaketh, shall we follow whither the sand blows. He's kind of a depressing poet. Welcome back, Claire. Lady Manfilia awaits you within. Welcome back. It seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me with the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, Claire. Now, when last we spoke, I said that I wanted you to meet some friends. Did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you have already met. Tataru, please show them in. This way, sirs. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I don't think we properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. And I'm... Gods, man, spit it out, will you? Wedge, at your service. I am pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions should serve as the keepers of this technology. Of course, for this we needed the knowledge of experts, and so we requested the assistance of Garlon's Ironworks, who very kindly sent us 2 of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to this waking sands. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea, and I count myself blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. And I think we will call it there for now. Alright everyone, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. We'll be taking a slight break from this, but I do hope that you'll be looking forward to what I have planned next for us in the continued adventures of Eorzea for A Realm Reborn.